Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ABS News Talk, coming to you as usual from the great state of Texas, Houston, Texas to be precise. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'd like to welcome all of you from the Federal Republic of Amazonia. Of course, I also like to welcome all of you watching from neighboring La République du Cameroon. And if you are tuning in from Europe, thank you for joining. For those of you in the continental USA, it's a privilege as usual to come to you. Please do me the favor. Go ahead, hit that share button and let everybody know. The anchor man is not just live, he is alive. You can see this is not AI, this is Chris Anu. I bring you one subject for discussion tonight, and I will be releasing that very soon. But for the moment, I'd like you to stay put as I come back to you in less than a minute. Stay put.
ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level.
The West lectures the world about democracy, then it bankrolls dictators. It condemns oppression, then it congratulates stolen elections. In this book, The Hypocrisy of the West, veteran journalist Chris Anu exposes the double standards that define modern global politics. From Africa to the Middle East and beyond, Western powers present themselves as champions of freedom, while quietly propping up tyranny in the name of stability and strategic interest. This book pulls back the curtain. Why dictators are rewarded after rigged elections. How human rights become optional when power is at stake. Why some wars provoke outrage and others silence. How selective justice shapes the global order. Written in a bold, direct, and uncompromising voice, The Hypocrisy of the West is not a theory, it is a reckoning. It challenges official narratives, names uncomfortable truths, and forces readers to confront a world governed by convenience, not principle. You should read this book if you have ever questioned why some dictators are sanctioned while others are celebrated. Get your copy of The Hypocrisy of the West today on Amazon. Read it, question everything, then decide where you stand.
All right, once more, thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I will take you exclusively to Nigeria, where only a few days ago, I believe beginning last Saturday, close to 50 Cameroonians, most of them coming from the northern zone of the southern Cameroons, Douala, Bafoussam, and the southern zone, were deported from Nigeria from a criminal cartel, a 419 criminal cartel that abducted them from Cameroon, took them into Nigeria and pretended they had jobs for them, but those jobs turned out to be slavery, rape, sexual molestation, and you can name the rest. But the good thing is there are some Cameroonians out there within the Nigerian community who have taken up the responsibility of fighting for their own. And tonight, having brought you this subject exclusively the other day, I have somebody here joining me who has been at the center of these at the center of effort at releasing these abductees back to their homeland in Amazonia and Cameroon. Now, before I take you into my talking point for this story, I'd like you to take a look. I'd like you to take a look at these unfortunate Ambazonians, Cameroonians, who left homeland to look for greener pastures. They were promised lucrative job positions in Nigeria, in West Africa, and out of Africa, some in South Africa. But it turned out it was a bait. It was a bait to lure them into the dragnet of a criminal cartel that is dotted all over Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, in Lagos, in the Abeokuta, in Ogun State. And so take a look at this. The images that you are about to see were taken only yesterday, and this was in preparation for the repatriation to Cameroon. Take a look, ladies and gentlemen.
27th of January 2026. We are at Immigration Head Office, Abeokuta Command. So we are doing this video to send to the family so that they should contribute money for their going back to Cameroon tomorrow. Look here. Remove your cap.
Raise your head up. Hey, face front. Raise it up.
Look here.
Go back on that side. Look up.
These are the ladies' side. Una check it. Fix your head. So they are preparing. Tomorrow they will take them to Ecom. Post the police Ecom. People can come and collect them from there. So we need your support to complete their transport to go. Immigration officer will take them there. So they have authorized me to do this video and send to the family.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those images again are coming to you from the immigration facility in Abeokuta in Ogun State, Nigeria. You can see the structure there in the background, Nigerian immigration facility in Abeokuta in Ogun State of Nigeria, where these Cameroonians were abducted and kept, not within the immigration facilities, but within Abeokuta in Ogun State. The images you find there were taken yesterday, and they were in preparation. They were taken in preparation for their repatriation back to Cameroon. And as you can hear from the commentator is saying they are here, they are being prepared for by the immigration. They will be taken to Ecom or ACOC, where they will be handed over to Cameroonian officials. Now, let me take you through this other image here. Take a look at this other one, please.
And the divine. Any person recording the divine? That will be the divine. Come.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, look at the population. Look at the number of people, food to leave Cameroon to Nigeria for some job opportunities somewhere. That is a huge number of people. Again, they were there in the immigration facility for documentation and eventual repatriation to the border between Nigeria and Cameroon in the Ecom and ACOC. I think this was again taken yesterday. And as we speak, as I come to you, these abductees, the victims, they are now somewhere, I believe, in the ACOC or Ecom under the custody of Cameroon security forces for onward transmission to their families. And so that is the story there. These boys have been rescued thanks to one gentleman who has put his own life online to rescue them in collaboration with other Cameroonians within the Nigerian community to get them back to Cameroon. Before I bring him to explain what is happening here, let me take you to my monologue on this subject. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you to the monologue on
These are the ladies'
subject before I bring in my guests. Please put the script out there so I can see. All right. So this is my monologue, and after my monologue, I will bring in my guests. A petition recently submitted by the National Association of Cameroonian Communities in Nigeria, NACACOM, the acronym of it. The petition has laid bare the operations of a well-organized criminal network allegedly operating in Nigeria and across parts of West Africa, responsible for the abduction, exploitation, and extortion of hundreds of Cameroonians. The petition alleges that the network has ensnared victims through fraudulent job offers, false promises of migration opportunities, and online recruitment schemes that ultimately lead to abduction, forced confinement, sexual exploitation, and sustained ransom demands. Victims are reportedly stripped of their resources, their health in degrading conditions, and compelled to repeatedly extort their own families back home for their own freedom. While many of the victims only regained their freedom as recently as last week or this week, ladies and gentlemen, community leaders insist the operation has been ongoing for well over a year, largely unchecked. According to the October 15, 2024 petition addressed to the Assistant Inspector General of Police in Lagos, Nigeria, criminal syndicates recruit Cameroonian nationals, often online or by phone, by advertising lucrative employment or travel opportunities. Victims are asked to pay advance fees to secure jobs, visas, or travel arrangements. Once payment is made or victims physically arrive in Nigeria, the fraud escalates. Additional fabricated requirements are introduced by the cartel, each accompanied by new demands for more money. Eventually, many more victims are abducted and held under duress, forced to call relatives to arrange for ransom payments in Nigeria. Even after ransoms are paid, victims are frequently not released. For women, the abuses are even more disturbing. The petition alleges cases of rape, sexual assault, and forced sexual exploitation, sometimes continuing even after families have paid ransom for their release. The Cameroonian community further claims that some Nigerian police officers have been complicit, allegedly collecting money on behalf of these criminal networks or turning a blind eye to their activities, the cartel activities. The criminal model described reflects a dangerous evolution of so-called advance fee fraud, historically known in the Nigerian parlance as 419. What once relied primarily on deception and financial theft has now moved into violent organized crime, blending fraud with kidnapping, trafficking, and forced detention. Victims are lured with hope, trapped through debt and coercion, and then physically restrained until families pay repeated ransoms, often draining their life savings. The community leaders now estimate that at least 500 Cameroonians have been adopted by these cartels between 2024 and 2025. Some managed to escape during raids or rescue operations. Others remain unaccounted for. This month, January, nearly 50 Cameroonians as of today were rescued in Ogun State, Nigeria, following coordinated operations targeting suspected scam syndicates and their confinements. Community-sponsored repatriation efforts by Cameroonians began last Saturday, with another batch of more than 25 victims dispatched only today. Similar operations have uncovered parallel networks elsewhere in the region. In Ghana, police have dismantled job scams and cybercrime rings, rescuing victims forced into online fraud after being promised legitimate employment. In Ivory Coast, more than 30 West Africans were rescued in 2025 after being trafficked and exploited through fake job offers. Together, these cases point to a regional criminal ecosystem thriving on porous borders, economic desperation, and weak accountability. Yet, even after rescue, a deeply troubling reality awaits many of the victims. Most of those freed, who come from across Cameroon, but overwhelmingly from the southern Cameroons, war-ravaged southern Cameroons and Bazonia, they are deported through the Ekok border. There, they are handed over to Cameroonian security forces. And instead of receiving immediate assistance, the victims are held in detention or custody until we are told relatives physically travel to Ekok to pay additional fees to secure their release. The official explanation given is that families must come to prevent the victims from returning to Nigeria. While verification and reintegration may be understandable, the requirement that traumatized victims be effectively ransomed again by their own state raises serious ethical and legal questions. At this point, a hard question must be asked and to the Cameroonian authorities. How is this different? How is your action different from what the cartel themselves are doing? Victims flee Cameroon because of war, unemployment, and state failure to provide economic opportunity. They are deceived, they are abducted and extorted in Nigeria. Only, ladies and gentlemen, to be detained again upon return and release only after another payment is made, this time to state authorities in Cameroon. What a shame. So what happens if no relatives show up or can afford the money to come to Ekok and release them? Do these victims remain in detention indefinitely? Are they being punished for fighting to survive? If anything, a government, a responsible government, serious about protecting its citizens, should be doing the opposite. providing stipends, counseling, and reintegration support to help victims rebuild their lives. Instead, they are treated as liabilities rather than citizens in Cameroon, a state that cannot create jobs, cannot ensure safety, or protect vulnerable populations, has no moral standing to criminalize their desperation. Until Cameroon confronts both the criminal networks abroad and the punitive treatment of its own rescue citizens at home, the circle of deception, the circle of flight and exploitation will continue. And the line between organized crime and state neglect will remain dangerously blurred. And that is my talking point for this subject, ladies and gentlemen. Again, you are looking at there on your screen. You are looking there on your screen images taken yesterday at the Nigerian Immigration Center in Abeokuta in Ogun State of Nigeria. These guys, as you find them there, they were being prepared for deportation or repatriation back to Cameroon. At this moment, I'd like to bring you my guest who is joining me, who has done or championed a wonderful job freeing Cameroonians from these cartels. I am joined by Amadou. Unfortunately, I don't have the other name yet, but I am joined by Amadou. Amadou is a Cameroonian living in the Lagos, Nigeria, who has been in the front lines trying to fight to free some of these victims. Amadou, it's a great pleasure to have you, sir. Amadou, can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. It's a great pleasure to have you. And first of all, thank you for what you are doing out there in Nigeria in helping to free your people from the hands of these criminal cartels in Nigeria. Now, my understanding is that these cartels are dotted all over Nigeria. I've heard of Port Harcourt, I've heard of Lagos, I've heard of Abeokuta. Now, where is the biggest concentration of these criminals as far as you know? Is it Abeokuta? Is it Lagos? Is it Port Harcourt?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Thank you.
I will first of all greet my fellow brothers in Cameroon, and I will take permission from my Royal Highness Kangapo II of Baba One, who is my grandfather, who is also my mentor, who also teach me to do humanitarian work for Africans everywhere. For anybody, if you see somebody who is in need of help, you should assist. So most of these people, they are based in Lagos in Aja,
Yeah.
then Ogun State in Mowe and some of them are also in Port Harcourt and Abuja.
Okay.
So we have been trying to see how we can help our brothers and sisters back at home. Not only Cameroonians, you have Sierra Leoneans, you have Togolese, you have Ghanaians, you have Ivory Coast, you have Congos. There are many. There are so many here in this country who have been they came to this country through this Queenet, something called Queenet, online marketing. And they will ask you to bring one person. Online marketing. You are coming to go and work in South Africa. When you come and you reach Nigeria, they will keep you hostage and ask you to register. When you
Hold
register,
on there.
they
Let's
will
take this a little
collect
bit.
your
Hold
phone.
on there. Let's take this very surgically. From listening to the victims, take us through how they get into the hands of the cartels in their destinations in Nigeria and what transpired from there.
Okay, what transpired from them is that many of them, they can convince you to come. When you come, they will collect your phone. You also convince your sister, your brother, even your own mother to come. So in that place, you have a family of 5, you have family of 4, you have family of 2. You come there, they will ask you to convince your own cousin. Maybe when you are convincing your cousin to come, she will not be afraid because she know that the call is coming from a brother.
Yeah.
And they are leaving. They will take you at the airport or some companies around to do photo, to take pictures and share around that where you are living well, you are in a good condition, you are well paid. Maybe they are paying you 800,000 per month, 900,000. You will take those pictures and send to your family. Later, they will ask you to convince other people to come. That is how they operate.
Now you are convinced.
That's how they operate.
Hold on there. Hold on there. So they take you to certain companies and show clean photos of you, and then you use those images to convince your families to come, or do they convince their families to come under duress, under force, or they do so still under the belief that there are jobs?
Yeah, most of the time, it's not the victim using his phone. It's those people, they will collect the phone of their victim to write the family of those victims. And as you can see, most of them, they don't want to go back to Cameroon because they have caused a lot of havoc. They have initiated a lot of family, cousins, friends. They have made them to come and believe that they will come and have a better life here. But when they come, they will take money from them. They will start from 650,000 CFA, maybe 1 million, 2 million, up to 10 million. You have family that have sold their property back at home to give money to these people. I've saved about 500 people here in Lagos. I think as we are on live, maybe many will testify online. From 2024 till now,
yeah,
I've saved about 500 Cameroonians. So as we talk, even today, you have newcomers that just came in. Luckily that they fell in our hands, and we try to convince them to go back. They will not believe us because those people, I don't even know if they use black magic for these people.
Yeah,
this one that will rescue, they are refusing to go back to Cameroon. We hired a vehicle yesterday, they refuse to go. And if you see where they live in Lagos, it's horrible.
These ones we are seeing here,
they sleep
you
the
hired
best floor.
A vehicle for them to let them go back to, they refuse to go.
They refuse to go.
When they refuse to go,
and
do they want to go back?
Hold
on. When they refuse to go, do they want to go back into the hands of the cartel, or they just want to find a different, to fight for their own lives independently in Nigeria?
They want to go back in the hands of those cartels because those people make them believe that in 5 years' time they will be a billionaire, not even a millionaire. So when you are asking somebody to go back, he will say, I've been in this country for 2 years. I'm waiting 3 years to be a billionaire. So that is the difficulty. And many of them have collected money from different families in Cameroon. They are afraid to go back.
Yeah.
Because those families maybe will take them to the police, all those things. But it's better to go back than to stay here and be committing more havoc. Because as long as they are still in Nigeria, more family will be in pain.
So when
every blessed day you
living with these cartels, do the cartels feed them, provide for them, or have they seen others who have actually made it with the cartels, or what convinces them that in 3 years, 4 years, they're going to be millionaires?
The problem is this. The question I was asking them is that, how can somebody be promised you to become a billionaire and he is not a millionaire, and you believe the person?
Right. Right.
Because if you go and see where these people live, they will rent an apartment. They are living in one apartment, about 20 persons. And they don't even live in a mattress. They sleep at the bed floor. They just buy mat. And if you see their picture when they leave Cameroon to come here and their present picture, you will understand that they are really suffering in this country. They are really suffering. They don't eat 3 times per day. They may give them food it's not even those people giving them food. They are managing on their own to keep themselves. I think I sent you some video of what they prepare in their house when we went there to save them.
Right.
You will see what they eat. They have bags of gari, and that gari they don't even prepare it to eat. They drink it with granite and normal water and sugar. That can be their meal for the day. So these people, these are our brothers and sisters. They are not only Cameroonians. There are many other nationals. They really need help. They really need help. So we have been battling with the immigration to see how we do to rescue them. Nigerian immigration. Now we are trying to see how we manage to rescue the remaining population.
So where are these ones now we are seeing on the screen? Because my understanding is they were being processed yesterday to be sent back to Cameroon.
Yes.
Where are they now?
Abeokuta Command. Abeokuta Command. They are on their way going back to Cameroon. I was able to arrange with a company that will take them back to Cameroon and hand them over to Cameroon police. Okay. And that was my personal initiative. And because I initiated the arrest of these people, I'm in charge of their deportation back to Cameroon. So I'm really in difficulties financially because one of those vehicles costs about 800,000 naira. And we hire 3 Sienna to take them back to Cameroon. And 1 Sienna will bring back the immigration officer that accompany them to the border. So the owner of the company is a friend of mine who I have to call and negotiate with him to help me and give a vehicle because I was not able to finance the transport fare. Some of the family were able to support maybe 2 support 150,000 CFA. One family supported with 100,000, another one with 80,000. That was all the support that we have. So if you change it in naira, it will give about 1.2 million 50,000 naira. Before we put them to Abeokuta, we have been feeding them.
Hold on there. We will get to that a little bit later. Tell me, what is the age range of these young men and women we see on the screen? What is the age range?
You have if you see the video that I sent to you, you have a father with a son. The son was 15 years old. You have 17 years old girls.
There is a father. Hold on there. So among them, there is a father and a son.
Yes.
Who got there first? Who got there first? The father or the son?
Father come first and bring the son. The father first go there and bring the son. And we're asking the father, how can you bring a 15 years old child to come and stay in this type of place? The man says it's okay with that they are okay, they are fine. We're trying to convince them. The first bus that was sent on Sunday, we reached Ecom on Monday. Some of them jumped out of the vehicle that they were not going to go back to Cameroon. They jumped out of the vehicle. They would struggle all possible means to take them back to Cameroon. They said they were not going. But few of them went back to Cameroon and they are with their family. So about 7 of them are still in Nigeria, in Ecom, that they don't want to go back to Cameroon. You have a father who have 5 of his daughter here in Nigeria, 5 of his daughter. And they will take them to the airport. will take picture and send back to their parents that they are living where in Nigeria, whom they are not living where they are suffering.
Do they benefit?
So that is really what is going on.
Do they benefit? Do the victims benefit from those they coerce to join them in those camps?
They don't benefit anything because they are indoors. They will give them one chain. That chain you wear on your neck, it treats all illnesses. And then they can later send you have invested maybe 1.3 million. They will later send you 150 euro to convince you that the company have started paying you your arrears, your own benefit.
Yeah.
Then you will be believing them. That's how they operate.
And are the cartels physically with these guys in those camps?
Many of the cartels don't live with them in those houses where they rent. They live in a hotel because they are capable. Think if you bring, there are people in this state more than 10,000. So if you just check 600,000 times 10,000.
That is 600,000 francs, CFA.
Yes, francs CFA. Times 10,000 people. 600,000 is about 1.5 million naira or 1.4 million naira. If you check it times 10, you see that these guys make a lot of money.
For those who are wondering the equivalent of it in the dollars, 600,000 CFA franc, I would say is $1,000 in the States.
Dollars, yeah. Yeah. So these guys make a lot of money. Most of them launch in hotels, guest houses.
Right.
While they are victims, they rent apartment for them with this mat. They put mat on the floor with this light mattress. The light mattress. I think you have the videos of those light mattress I sent you.
Yes, we have some of those videos. Let's see, the technician can put them on screen. Yeah, we saw those videos with with them sleeping on floors. Yes. So now, how many in the course of rescuing these guys has the Nigerian police been able to arrest any of the cartel members?
Yeah, I will arrest some of the cartel members on the petition I sent to you, and he was later charged to court. I did not have the capacity to continue the matter because I was fighting them as an individual, not as a government or as a country.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have that capacity to continue the case, so I withdraw myself from the case.
Mm-hmm. All right, hold on there. Let us listen to this victim a bit and hear what she is saying.
I'm from...
Your name?
I'm Precious.
What?
I'm Precious.
From where?
From Douala.
Your complete name now?
P.
Precious.
Yes.
From where? Douala?
Yes.
Which region? You are from which region in Cameroon?
Yes.
Which village?
Awin.
You are from Awin?
Yes.
Okay. You don't live for Lagos, for Ogun State here for how long? 2 months. Who carry you come?
My sister.
Yes. How much they collect them for you? Who's your sister?
I know. As I go put French church, I don't know.
How much they collect them for you time you come here?
I don't know my sister before.
Okay, now she pay.
Your sister dey
She
here.
dey here.
She be there. I don't know where she be. As I go put French church.
That fat one.
Where she going there?
I don't know. I go put French church. She meets me.
Your name, how long you don't dey play with come out for Cameroon?
7 months. And then from Cambe. From Cambe. Prosper.
Prosper who?
Shamu. She made a start again.
From where? You come pass from my back.
From Cambe also.
From Cambe also?
Yes. Look here.
How long you don't dey here?
Tata who? Severin from
Who
where?
dey come?
Cambe.
Where in Bamenda? Old town.
Okay. What's your name? Abongu Valentine.
From where?
From Bawanki.
Kijon Kitingo. You?
Cambe. Myself.
Your village?
You.
Which village?
You. Abongu from Bawanki. Abongi from Kabangan.
All right. Amadou, looking at these images and listening to their testimonies there, do they receive, apart from the ones in the Y 150 euro that is given to them, do they have something doing within the city?
They don't have anything doing. That is why you see they have changed. They don't have anything doing. They don't have any source of income. What they will do is only to convince and take pictures to fool their family that they are living well in Nigeria, for them to send money for them to, even the money, when they will send the money to them, they will be the one to receive the money. It's those leaders, those cartel members that will receive the money.
Yeah.
If you see the cartel member, they live very well. They live luxurious life. Why they are suffering? They are suffering where they are. And as you are seeing them here, none of them want to go back to Cameroon. None of them. I have received a lot of insult from them. They even posted my picture on Facebook that I'm the one kidnapping them, that they were living well in Nigeria, and I've come to kidnap them to take them back to Cameroon. I have my picture is running on Facebook that I'm the one kidnapping them. So you can see the number. This is just one of the camp.
Yeah.
So see if they have about 400 people in one camp, and they have about 10 of these camp in this very particular locality in Mowe.
What are we looking here? Did you say this is a camp? I thought this is a processing facility for immigration.
No, this is a camp. We will surprise them here with police officers.
Oh.
This is a camp. This is not the immigration. This is a camp. They were there in the morning doing prayer, and they were lecturing them how to scam people. You bring two people, bring two people will bring two people. You back up your underline, all those one or two things. That's how they operate. And many of these victims, they are not the one using their phone. They are not the one using their phones. These people will use their phone to communicate with their family. As you are seeing them here like this, you will call video call with their own family, with their father. They will not want to talk with their father when they were arrested. They will not want, they will insult their parents. They don't even want to, they don't respect anybody as you are seeing them here like this. They are violent.
So what we are looking at here on the screen is the indoctrination camp where they receive instructions.
Yes, this is one of the indoctrination camp.
This is
in Mowe.
This is quite interesting. And this one is where? And this one is where?
Mowe in Ogun State. This one is Mowe, Ogun State.
Yeah. I mean, this is a lot of people. Now, I guess there are other nationalities among them.
Yeah, this one, but 80% of them there were Cameroonians. 80%. And you see, when you come there, you ask, where are you from? They will lie that they are not from Cameroon. They will say they are from Togo. I'm from, I see that those people have already brainwashed them. That when you even try to come to save them, they will refuse that they are not Cameroonian. Because most of the victims here are Cameroonians. Most of the victims are Cameroonians. 70% of the victims of these people are Cameroonian. You also have Nigerians there from different states. They will bring Nigerians from different states.
Yeah.
So Nigerians are also victims, not only Cameroonians. You have Nigerians from different states. They can convince you will come from Kanu, that you are coming to work in a good company in Lagos. When you come, it's online marketing. They don't even give you any product to go and sell. There's nothing that they are selling. They are just indoors. They will rent abandoned buildings.
Do they give them computers to work on?
There is no computer. There is, as you are seeing them there, that is their office. That is their camp.
So how are they doing this so-called online marketing?
They say it's online marketing. That is why we were asking them. Okay, for example, we ask a francophone man, you are a French-speaking Cameroonian. You don't know to speak English. How do you say on people in Nigeria, why you don't speak English? They will tell you that no, j'ai fait le marché en ligne. J'ai fait le marché en ligne. Et quand tu vois les photos qu'ils ont envoyé les photos à les familles, qu'ils ont on va les amener à l'aéroport, on les donne les habits déportés. C'est comme ils vivent bien au Nigeria, alors qu'ils ne vivent pas bien. Ils vont faire ces photos, envoyer à leur famille, et la famille va aller prêter l'argent dans les réunions pour les envoyer, que les enfants vont aller faire le truc au Canada, ils vont aller faire le truc. La société les a donné un truc d'aller faire au Canada, soit en Afrique du Sud, soit en Europe. La maison pour prêter l'argent pour les envoyer.
But I guess you are saying when they get there,
they will go and keep house.
Yeah, go on.
They will go and keep their family house, maybe to borrow money and send to them to further their traveling.
Yeah.
When that money will come, their leaders will still collect the money, and they will still be in Nigeria. You have some that have been here for 3 years. No different, nothing. They are still in the same place. We will still ask them, what are you doing here for this length of time?
Yeah.
They will always say, no, they are fine, they are okay. But they are convincing more people to come.
This facility we are seeing here is, how long has it been in operation?
This facility has been in operation since 2002. But the company has been existing since 2015.
Oh, 2015.
Yeah, the company has been existing since 2015. People have been falling victim since that time. But there were not much as they are doing it now.
And how come the Nigerian police did not discover this clandestine facility?
You know, Nigeria is very big. Nigeria is a very big country. They can be operating something like this, the government will not be aware. But when you drag the attention of the government, they will arrest them, they will charge them to court. Court will, maybe they will grant them bail. That is not a criminal offense. And they will come back and continue their activities.
Now we are looking at here. What are we looking at here? Is it an immigration facility?
What I will only advise here is just that most of these videos were taken to educate more Cameroonians so that they should not fall victim. Not only Cameroonians, many African countries.
Yeah.
Because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. I will receive about 200 calls a day from different families. They are calling me to help them look for their children in Lagos. Those that I don't know, I have saved so many here in Lagos. Maybe under the comment section here, you will see many people who comment that I've saved them here in this Nigeria. Many. Some I don't even remember their faces.
Now, when you look at this video on the screen, you see some people there wearing uniform. Look at that. Look at that. That lady is wearing a uniform, and this supposed to be, look at that, and this supposed to be a training center for the victims, right? Who are those wearing uniforms?
Yes. Yeah, these were uniforms. They are also victims that have been there for long and become they are just like shareholder. But that shareholder, they don't even benefit anything from the company because they are still the same as the other people. Their difference is just that they wear uniform and they will still convince other people to come. And maybe their own meal per day will be 2 times meal per day, while the other are one, they give them meal 1 time per day. And the 1 time meal per day is not a normal human being will call it, we take as a normal meal per day. It's just something manageable. That is why you see most of them
guys
have lost
who
weight.
have lived there enough and earned promotion.
Yes. These newcomers, they will also become like the other ones also. Maybe if they will be there for 2 years, 3 years, they will become an agent also.
Now, I was made to understand that they are taking the repatriation process, they are taken to the border and they are held at the border on the Cameroonian side until their parents or their family members physically show up to bail them from going back to Nigeria. Explain to me that particular part of the process.
Yes, that was a negotiation we were trying to negotiate with our Cameroon police, so that if the Nigerian immigration bring the remaining ones, they should hand them to Cameroon police, so that their family can come and bail them, take them back home, and advise them not to come back. Because
the family,
when they are in Nigeria, their parents will call them. They will lie to their parents that they are not in Nigeria, that they are in South Africa. Most of them lied.
Okay.
Most of them, they are ashamed. They are ashamed to go back to Cameroon because they have already lied to their family that they are in Europe, they are abroad, they are in South Africa. Why they are not abroad? They are here in Ogun State in Nigeria. So that is why most of them don't want to go back.
So this money that should be paid to the Cameroonian security on the other side of the border, what is it for?
Yeah, we have tried to see how we managed for Nigerian immigration to hand them to Cameroon police so that they will not escape and come back to Nigeria. Because their family, some of their family members have been calling me that they have already traveled to Ekok. They are waiting for them in Ekok to take them back home. Many of their family. But many of them don't want to go. But immigration, the last 25 people that take off this morning from Lagos to Ekok will be handed over to immigration, to Cameroon police.
Yes,
it's immigration that carry them.
And you said the families will now come to the Cameroon police and pay a fee to bail them out.
Yes, because the money we spent was personal money. Was not none of them. Just few family members supported their transport fare to go back to Cameroon because we were having difficulty of feeding them since this operation started Friday night. We started the operation Friday night.
Why didn't you consult with or work along with the Cameroon embassy or consulate in Lagos or Calabar to have them take over the case and send them back home as citizens? Why did you have to put out your own money, personal money, to embark on it?
Many of them have been complaining that some of those that I've heard before will come to me that they were in the consulate and there is no budget for this particular event. There's no budget. So if you are going there, you are on your own. The same petition I sent to you, I think maybe the consular will have another copy also.
Yeah. So at the police custody in Ekok, what amount are they supposed to pay, or the relatives supposed to bring before they are released?
Yeah, we were asking each person to pay maybe 100 CFA so that we can balance up to see how we manage to rescue more people. Between 100 and 150,000 CFA. Because this is a personal humanitarian work I'm doing. So, I don't have that money to spend to save them. It's a personal effort I decide to engage to save Cameroonians that are under these people captivities.
So
we're asking one farm if anybody can contribute between 100 and 150,000 so that we can continue the operation to save them, because there are many are still there. This is not even anything. I can send you pictures that family have been sending to me. I have more than 1,000 pictures in my phone here.
So what if the the families do not show up to bail them, or they can't afford anything to bail them, considering
No,
that
it's
they
not
already
pay.
sent out a lot.
It's not pay. It's not pay. It's just contribution for their transport back to Cameroon. Not that it's pay money. It's not pay money. Contribution for transportation.
Okay. So what if the parents or the relations cannot afford anything to let them lift a cock back to their destination?
If they don't pay, they will allow them to go. If their family are there to take them, I don't have any problem. I will just take it as my personal loss.
Okay. So essentially, what you are
Because
saying
I've
is,
already.
so essentially, what you are saying is the money being collected in a cock isn't meant for the Cameroon security or the Cameroon government. It is for your it is to reimburse your operations.
I'm just asking for support. If if government can support us or call the Nigerian authority, then they can do joint task force to save those Cameroonians. Me, I will be happy. I don't have any problem with them staying there. If they were staying there and living a good life, I will be happy. I will be happy to meet my Cameroon brother living in Nigeria, living well. My problem is that they are suffering there and they are fooling their parents back at home that they are okay. Why they are not okay?
Now,
So
back
we only
in
need we need support to see how we manage to save them.
yeah, back in Nigeria, which authorities are investigating these cartels? Is it the police? Is it the immigration? Who are those involved?
All the services are aware of what is going on in this place, but sometimes you will not blame the Nigerian authority because they will arrest them. You will not force somebody to accept to go back to Cameroon. You will not force them. They will arrest them. They say no, they are fine there. They are fine. They say they don't have problem. That is the difficulties that Nigeria authority are going through. All of the different security, DSS, Nigerian police, immigration, civil defense, maybe vigilante, they are aware of what is going on those places. But the problem is our own brothers and sisters, they don't want to go back. They have arrested them so many times. You will deport them today, they will come back next week. That is the difficulties we are finding here. That is why we are trying to see if Cameroon government can do something with a cock police station, so that when they will deport them, a cock police station will receive them, then keep them there. Maybe they can even hand them to their family, so that their family can take care of them, not to come back to Nigeria, to stop all this havoc they are causing. They also have this scam in Ghana, Togo, and Benin Republic.
Right.
And you also have the same. They also have another camp in Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Benin Republic here in Nigeria.
Now you mentioned in your
So it's a very big cartel.
You mentioned in your petition that no, you named in your petition some Nigerian police officers who are complicit and complicit in the plans. In other words, they work with the cartels. You also mentioned some names of people who are their agents in Cameroon. Is anybody investigating these police officers and those complicit in Cameroon?
The problem is that when they will leave Cameroon to come to Nigeria, at first they were working with some police officer that will cross them from Cameroon to Nigeria. But when Cameroon police discovered that many Cameroonians were coming to Lagos for human trafficking, they stopped them from coming. So now most of them are coming through Yola.
Okay.
Those police officers that were helping them to cross from Ekok to Nigeria, we were not able to do anything because I live in Lagos.
Right.
This was complaint given to us by victims. by victims. So I could not do anything. I live in Lagos. Those police were ECOM police. So there were nothing I could have done to them because I live in Lagos. But
right.
Here in Lagos, Nigerian police have been trying their best. Even Nigerian immigration, they are aware. They have arrested so many, deport them back to Cameroon. They have even tired because you will be arresting every day. Today they will come and say another new people have come. So that is why we are trying to put it online so that many family will see it online that what their children are coming to do in Nigeria is not real. It's 419. There's nothing existing like Peanut.
Yeah.
Peanut is a fake company.
All right. Hold on there, Amadou. Let me bring in Sama Thomas, who is joining us on the show. If you may have any question for you. Sama, good to have you again, sir.
Thank you for having me, Comrade Chris, and let me say hi to our brother from Lagos, Mr. Amadou, for the good job that he has been doing. And I don't really have any questions to ask him, but the thing I want to say is that there is something he said that these guys are lured into an internet trading scheme. Let me ask, all these guys that are lured into this internet trading business, how can you be introduced into an internet trading scheme, and by the end of the day, you find yourself being invited into Nigeria? From Nigeria, they say you will move from Nigeria to South Africa or wherever. Why don't you ask yourself, is it an internet business that I was to do, which I have to use my computer, no matter where I find myself in the world, I will still do the business? Or must I be there in person? If you are there in person, is it still an internet business? I don't know if Mr. Amadou has asked this, our brothers and sisters, this question, how they managed to find themselves into this cartel that moved from an internet trading scheme into a personal business trading system.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, Amadou.
From what we have been asking the victims is that when they are coming to Nigeria, they don't tell them that they are coming for online marketing. Their advertisement they are doing is that you are coming to go to work in a company in South Africa. And that company have a branch in UK, Canada, Europe, and America. That when you come, you start working in South Africa, you'll be earning maybe 800,000 or 900,000 a monthly salary. But when you come and reach Nigeria, and they will also convince you that you can come with that passport. The company will take care of all your documentation. So when you come now, you reach Nigeria, they will ask you to register with 650,000. That is their start. They will ask you to register with 650,000. When you start register with that 650,000, they will now introduce you that online marketing. That you will bring two people will bring two people. When you work for a little time, you will be transferred to South Africa or Canada or America or Europe. That is how they will manage to convince. That is how they have been managed to deceive these our people. And there is nothing I would say here without saying that these people are using black magic. These people are using black magic because no human being with a human sense will stay in that type of a place for 1 month without running away and go back to your place.
Right.
I think you have the video of where they are living in Lagos. You have seen it with your own eyes. We surprised them there to take those videos. We took them on our way to make our African brothers to know that what these people are doing here is not real. If it was real, they cannot take you to go and take pictures to you on the airport to come and deceive your family. No genuine person that is doing a genuine business will carry you to buy you clothes to go and look for a good restaurant, for you to go and take picture and send to convince your family that you are living well while you are not living well. So that is their strategy. That is how they are using. That is the strategy they are using to convince their cousins, their own blood brothers, their own blood sisters, their own mother. You have family there with their mother.
Wow.
From Banso. You have a lady, an educated nurse that abandoned herself where she's working in Banso to come here. And when she came, she later invited the mother. So I don't really think these people are really normal. I don't really think they are normal. They work on their normal sense. Because you cannot live in that type of place and people come to save you to go back to Cameroon and you don't want to go back. They are even fighting us. They are calling us names. They say we are kidnappers. That we are the one that kidnapping them. That those people are not kidnapping them. That they are living well. So you see what we are going through here. It's just humanitarian work I'm doing. I'm not a politician. I was just trying to see if I can help my fellow African brothers and my fellow Cameroonian brothers. I'm from Dub, Papa One. So I was just trying to see how I can help my own brothers.
How long have you lived in Nigeria?
Answer.
Yeah, I was about to say that our people on the ground should know one thing. Let me take South Africa as a case study. Even South Africans themselves working in South Africa are not paid even 400,000 francs CFA per month. And there is what we call xenophobic, the xenophobic struggle in South Africa, that South Africans are killing immigrants in South Africa is because the little jobs, restaurant jobs that foreigners are working there, South Africans don't even have the opportunity to do those jobs. That is why they are fighting immigrants to go back to their country so that they can grab the opportunity to be employed by those Chinese and Pakistani, Indian restaurant services in South Africa. But the most important thing that our people have to know is that there is no employment in South Africa that you will pay 400,000 francs CFA per month unless you are a high level person, technician, before you can go to that scheme of payment in South Africa. So do not leave the Southern Cameroons that you are going to South Africa because you will be paid 400,000 francs a month. For South Africans themselves, even if you are a teacher in South Africa, you are not paid 500,000 or 400,000 francs per month. Secondly, our people should know that if you are having 400,000 as you claim to pay transport to go to South Africa, or what 600,000 francs CFA, how did you manage to get that 600,000 francs? Why don't you think that if you reinvest in what you have been doing to get that, to raise that 600,000 francs, you will get more than that 600,000 francs in 2 years? Why must you take that risk of wasting that money because you want to go to Nigeria of all, because you are on your way to South Africa? What connection has Nigeria with South Africa? Thirdly, South African, even the South African embassy in Nigeria will not even grant you a visa from Nigeria to go to South Africa, for South Africa has banned Nigerians from coming to South Africa. So how can you be using Nigeria to go to South Africa, of which Nigerians are banned from living Nigeria to South Africa?
That is part of their strategies. That is part of their strategies. They say you pass through Nigeria to go to South Africa. That they have a head office. The head office is the head office of that company is in Nigeria. That you have to come to Nigeria, to pass through Nigeria for the company to profile you and send you to South Africa. So that is the strategy. You know, 419 people, they will always have strategies to use from their business to defraud their clients. That is part of their strategies they are using to defraud their clients.
As an intelligent person or as an educated person, why don't you ask yourself, is there no South African embassy or consular in Yaoundé or embassy in Yaoundé? Why must you go but as a Cameroonian, as you claim to be, why must you go but to Nigeria to acquire a visa to go to South Africa? First of all,
That's why I was
leaving
trying
Cameroon,
to take. I was
yeah, let me finish.
yeah.
Leaving,
That is why I've been trying to tell you that these people maybe they are using black magic, because sometimes you will meet somebody that is just coming from Cameroon and he still has his own money with him. You will advise him that this place where you are going to is a bad place. It's not a good place. The person will tell you that no, it's my brother that have called me, my blood brother. You will tell him that no, this your brother is under a spare in that place. He will say no, the person is not under spare, and he will go there and spend that money. He will later call you to come and save him. Many other people, those things will not hold them. But another one, the thing will just hold them, like sheep goat. You know, sheep goat, when you ask sheep goat to go like this, that's how they will just be going. This is our Cameroon brother working here.
as a lead sheep.
I'm really tired of this matter.
So now, what I want to tell every Southern Cameroonian and Cameroonians, Cameroonians, is that as a Cameroonian, you cannot leave Cameroon to go to Nigeria to acquire a visa to go to South Africa. The South African embassy from Nigeria will send you back to Yaoundé. Go there and get that visa. They will not issue that visa for you from Nigeria to go. They can only issue a visa to a Nigerian to go to South Africa, but as a Cameroonian, they will not issue that visa from Nigeria to go to South Africa. They will send you back to Yaoundé for the RAF and embassy in Yaoundé. So do not waste your time.
When you tell them, they will not listen. When you tell them, they will not listen to you. You tell them, they will not listen to you. They will tell you that the company in Nigeria have said that they will be the one to process all your documents. As I'm telling you here like this, I have a son that is in that place for 2 years now. He's in the branch in Port Harcourt. I don't know the place. My elder brother adopted a son. And when he was coming to Nigeria, I tell him that this where you are coming is a 419 place. I even sent him some videos to discourage him. But you see, he did not listen to me. That's why I'm telling you that these people are using black magic. And that their black magic, both some people, they are just behaving like sheep goat. When you say go like this, all of them will just be going. That is what I've noticed with this business.
All right. Gentlemen, hold on there. We will take a brief break, and when I come back, we will open the phone lines for people who can support the operation you are carrying out in Nigeria and people who have questions who need answers. So please stay put. All right. All right. When we come back, we open the phone lines and take your calls. Please stay put. I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the phone line is open. Feel free to go ahead, call that number you find on your screen to ask any question from our guests and the panel. If you got one, the phone line is open. Before you call, make sure that the volume of your television set, as usual, is shut down and you focus on your phone. So please go ahead and call. The phone number is there on your screen. The phone number is on the screen. But let me go back to my guest here. What does it cost averagely? What does it cost averagely to repatriate one of these victims from Lagos back to Ekok?
One passenger from Lagos to Ekok will cost about 80,000 naira.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll have boys that are working around that place to give us information. We'll have also to settle, give them money. And you know, this authority here, you cannot do anything without motivating. So you see, that's why we're trying to see if each family, that they rescue the person can raise between 100 to 150,000 CFA. And I also really appreciate the Babanki community. The team that the people that were repatriated back on Sunday, Babanki community support with 450,000 naira. The boss was
Babanki community in Nigeria or what?
The general Babanki Kijonkiko. Babanki Jonkiko community supported with 450,000.
Okay, hold on there.
And the boss was 800.
Let's take this caller first. Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Washington, Maryland.
Okay, and what is on your mind?
Yeah, well, just what I want to contribute, I want to say hi to Mr. Amadu in Nigeria. You know, so I'm the one who connected you and him, and he will know. I don't want him to just know. I will call him behind. My contributions go back to this stuff. You see, this thing is going like, you see what was happening in Mutenge that the last time that this FA would take you and they say, oh, call this one, and they call this one. They call it, it's just one chance. That is how they call it. So we just have to be cautious, telling our people, let them stop believing in this thing, because I had a sister that was taking the same like this. They told her when she called me, she should say the child has fallen into the road of school. He was going to school, so I should send money because they know I already have money that I will send. And then please, I sent 100,000 just to discover that those were fake men that took my sister that money. And I've told my sister that when you talk to these people, when you talk to them and tell them the truth, you are going to die because they took something they call oath. Yeah. And that is what is killing people. So I'm just begging that just keep sensitizing our population, especially the Southern Cameroonians. This is a whole network that if you don't know these people, once they enter there, to back out risk, it will be very difficult. And then secondly, there is something happening. You know that when they took some of our brothers here, I'm saying this because my family is still back down there. They took some of our brothers here and then they send them back home from America. And I heard that some of them detained and they're asking them 15 million because they are from Amazonia. So I have the whole story from somebody who is close to me when the wife was a teacher teaching, and then the wife thought she was going to come to America. When they deport the husband back to Yaoundé, and then the husband is now in Kondengi. They're asking them 15 million each person before they can come out.
Who is asking them 15 million? The government?
I don't know whether it's the government. They say that when they deport you, they will pick you from Douala Airport, and they have to go and detain you back in Cameroon.
So why not find out? Why not find out and let us know who is demanding 15 million from them, from people who are repatriated and put in jail?
Chris, when they say that demanding the 50 million from Kondingi or from a New Bed Douala, you said it will naturally mean the government because they are detained there.
Okay.
So that's my own contribution. That's what I just wanted to tell you. That's what is happening. I have it from the reliable somebody that told me who is teaching with this woman, and this woman, her husband was picked here and sent back to Cameroon, and the husband was jailed in Kondigi, or whether in New Bay or Kondigi. But they're asking them 15 million before they comes out. They say that the one carrying everything goes to the United States and said Cameroon, they are ambassadors.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the call. Let's get to the other caller here. Somebody calling from Nigeria. Hello. 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 Can you turn down the volume of your set, please? Turn down the volume of your TV. Focus on the phone.
Okay, let me call back.
Okay. All right. Before you call, make sure the volume of your set is turned down, please. Before you call, turn down the volume of your television set before you can call. Oh, right. Sama, I think you were saying something. I saw you nodding your head when the caller there was speaking.
Well, I was to support the fact that it is a lot of public system that is extorting money from our people.
Hold on there. Hold on there. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Kisano.
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Cameroon, Yaoundé.
Okay. What is your contribution?
Yeah, I was one of the victims in Nigeria, so I came back last 2 months back in Cameroon. Because when I was there, they just as the
Where were you? Where were you precisely? What location were you precisely?
In Lagos.
Okay.
I was in Lagos. Yeah. I went there. I saw
Cameroon
as the
Hold on. Were you in a camp or you were living on your own?
No, I was living with people, with Cameroonians. Most of the Cameroonians there, I was living with them.
Okay, so, explain to us how you got there from Cameroon to Lagos.
Exactly what their father was saying. That's how they get me here. So I was a wedding. So just I sent picture of what I was doing here in Cameroon. I sent everything. They asked me for my ID card. I snap it and I send. They tell me that they'll go and send to the embassy, and they'll go and see the big boss who's having the company, and the boss will talk with me. So now they go and give the phone to the big boss. I was now chatting with the boss, chatting onto what I was doing. They were sending me every pictures, every doors, windows, iron window gates, everything. So they tell me that they need me urgent. So let me be there urgent to come and work. OS OS, I will miss the work. So
this work was supposed to be where, in Nigeria or out of Nigeria?
The dominant was in Cote d'Ivoire. So when I was expecting that I'll go in Cote d'Ivoire. So when I start moving, they tell me that let me take the road of Garoua.
I hope you can hear me. Let's get back to the phones. Hello. I think I lost that caller there. Okay, let's see. Hello. The phones are dropping. I don't know why. Again, you can go ahead and call. The number is there on your screen and the lines are open. I hope you can hear me now. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, completely. I just want to contribute regarding to that issue in Nigeria.
Okay, you can go on, please.
Yeah, I look what our brother was saying. Like he said, it looks like those people are using magic. I think it's really magic because I think this thing started right 2020, and people have been talking online, but people are still like trying to go there after seeing all what people are passing through. So when you look at it critically, you see that there's something that has been involved more than those people just going there. And then talking about them coming back, and then they ask them to pay a ransom back in our own place. I see it necessary because I think that happened to me back in 2014 when I went to Guinea. I think we were being picked up and then we were sent back. I think we came back to our own country. We were jubilating that we have been sent back to our own country. But getting to border there at Campo, we were being held there for 2 weeks. And then later on, they asked us to pay. We didn't have nothing. We were being sent to court to Kribi. went to Kribi, if not of one commissioner from Manfe, that came there and met with the state council, and then we were being released. I think by now we would have been in jail. So if those people are saying that they came back and then they're asking them for ransom, it's really true, because it's because of the ransom we didn't have that we were being kept at that border for 2 weeks. We were like 14 in a little room of about 1.50 meters. So yeah, people are really passing through a lot. They're passing through a lot. We just need to pray that those people, the other people seeing what is happening, should try to abstain from it. It's real. Those people are using something.
Well, it feels like that.
The Cameroon police have not. They don't ask. They have not asked any money.
Amadou, let me ask
the money
you.
we're asking.
The last callers said he was able to recover his money and go back to Cameroon. Have you any idea if there are others who have tried recovering their money to go about their business?
Yes. We have been able to recover money if in collaboration with the person. Because if you don't collaborate, how would they be able to rescue your money? If you are being arrested and they ask you, what are you doing in Nigeria? You say, no, you are doing fine. How would they manage to recover your money and give back to you? You don't want to show you the person that collect money from you. How would Nigerian police are not juju people that will say, this man collected 2 million from you. You will be the one to educate the police, to tell them the truth that these people collect 2 million from me. They collect 600,000. They collect 1 million. But most of our people are protecting those people. That is the difficulties Nigerian police or immigration are facing. Yes. And I wanted to clarify something here. The people that went back to Cameroon, they did not ask them for ransom. The money I was talking here is just part for anybody, any family that will have managed to rescue your person to support so that we can continue to rescue more people. Yeah, it's not that Cameroon police at the border have been asking for money. No.
Okay.
When they take them there, if you come, you are willing to pay from 100,000 to 150, you pay. That is part of support for the transport fare, because Nigerian immigration told us that if they want to follow the due process to deport them back to Cameroon, it will take long time. So if we are able to arrange to deport our people, they will give us the support of immigration officer to take them back to Cameroon. But if we want Nigerian government to take care, it will take long time for them to be deported, and feeding all those things, it will be more problem, and it will not help for their job. So that is why we were trying on our way to see if they can go back immediately.
Okay. All right. We don't have any other calls coming in. So if somebody were to contact you, Amadou, if somebody were to contact you with maybe support, how do they contact you?
I have a MTN mobile money number. They can contact me through that number. I've been receiving trade from those Queenet people.
From which people?
I've received more than 50 calls for them. They are threatening me, selling all type of things, saying that I'm a thief, I'm a kidnapper. I'll be asking for money for family. I say they should be. They were trying to discourage me not to continue the job, but I know maybe God pushed me through that direction to help our African brother, because there are not only Cameroonians there. And I think maybe with this help, Cameroon government will open their own eyes to see how they can support. Maybe just with phone call to call the Minister of Internal Affairs of Nigeria to see how they can help to stop this nonsense, because it's really nonsense. They are frustrating a lot of family in Cameroon. 70% of their victims are Cameroonians.
Now, you can understand when somebody thinks, oh, you are just trying to benefit from it. I know what you do in Nigeria. I have been told by the person who connected us together. But why not explain to the people watching what you do, what business do you do in Nigeria?
Okay, the business I deal with charter flight, and I have a company who duped me a huge amount of money. So maybe on this video call, I'm owing some few people. I'm not owing them because I've eaten their money. We invested a business, a charter flight. I paid each amount of money, 507 million naira to the company, plus $161,000. The company collect the money. They did not do the flight. They don't want to return the money to me. So that is the difficulties I'm finding here. If not of that, I would have been sponsoring these people myself to go back to Cameroon. I will not even ask help from anybody. This company is called Asma Airline and one Fredlock company. They organized a charter flight. I come as a sponsor and I invested this amount of money. I have all my proof of payment. The money I paid to them in naira was 507 million naira. The one I paid in dollar was $161,000. I have been to EFCC. I have been to IG office. I have been everywhere in this Nigeria, but I'm still hoping God will do something for them to refund the money to me.
Chris, we shouldn't forget that I think 419 is a law in Nigeria, which, as our brother earlier said, that if they take even some of these 419 guys in Nigeria to court, they'll say it's not a crime because 419 in Nigeria is a legal business. If you open yourself to be duped by these guys, the court will not jail them in prison because you've been duped. So beware. Going back to the Southern Cameroons, as Southern Cameroonians, we should be able to understand that La Republic has trained a bunch of kidnappers who call themselves soldiers and sent into Southern Cameroons to kidnap, loot, and extort from our people. So our people must be smart enough to always make sure they keep themselves out of harm's way from this vulture, I would call it, these vultures that have come to prey on us. Do not allow yourself to be preyed upon by these vultures.
All right, let's get back to the phones. Hello.
Yes, hello. Good evening, comrades.
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from Germany, from the heart of Europe. I watched the video of all those so-called victims in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and I found something very curious. You know, when you rescue people, people are very happy. They express joy. They are happy that they have been rescued. How come that all these young people that left to go and find some life out of Cameroon, out of Ambazonia, Nigeria, they are not shouting and expressing joy and happy that somebody has come to rescue them and sending them back to Cameroon to get into the ordeal of paying ransom and so on?
Yeah.
I would expect that if some people are in trouble and they have been kidnapped and they have been deceived and they have been scammed, I mean, they should be very thankful to those who come to free them. I don't know whether I'm the only one seeing it, but I do not see them really expressing joy and shouting and jumping and saying, "Oh, thank God, we are now finally free." Did you see it?
No, of course. And Adamo has expressed that sentiment also. He says that often most of them don't want to leave. They want to stay back in Nigeria because they have been brainwashed to believe that if they just remain there for another 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 years, they become millionaires. That's what they have been told. And that is why, after investing such amount of money, they don't want to leave. But also, secondly, they have robbed lots of families back home. They are afraid to go back because they've robbed lots of families financially through these groups. So they don't want to go back.
Well, don't you think that maybe it would be nice to hear some of these victims also speak and express their opinion and say how they are going through a lot of suffering and they have been about it? I mean, you are talking about people, a lot of some of them are more than 20, 25, 24 years old. If
some
like
are,
they
some
feel
are
that they have
six,
been
some are 60.
Even 40, 50, 60,
yeah,
60
then
something.
I'm just curious. I think if you have been robbed and you really feel like you are a victim, you should actually know when you have been rescued, wouldn't you?
Well,
So this story,
some
I
people
don't
say
think
they
it
must.
maybe it will be.
Some people say perhaps there are some
Yeah.
people say perhaps there are some other powers involved because nobody can it doesn't make sense that you are put in a camp and enslaved and somebody or some people show up to rescue you and you say no, I just want to stay where I am. It doesn't make sense, but that is exactly what it is.
From the Chris,
Before us going there, we have. No, let me come, sir. Let me come, sir. Before
labor or
no, before us, they don't do any labor. They don't do any labor there.
Adamu, hold on. Yeah, go on.
Because what I'm finding a hard time, I'm having a hard time to understand. I should hear the victims complain. You know, there are like some people forcing these refugees, and it's not like forcing them back to La Republic will end their ordeal. They are going back to pay ransoms. So who is actually benefiting from this scheme? Is it not those who are forcing the
That's a good question, and I will ask Adamu here. If they say we are not leaving, leave me alone, as they say over there, why do you care? Why not leave them there? Let them fend for their lives.
That's what I was trying to come back to say. Before us going to that place, we have a lot of complaints from their family. And we have pictures. And they have been pleading with us to go and rescue them. So, when we rescue them, you will even call them, video call to talk with their family. They will insult their parents. But we will rescue them already. We cannot allow them there. Cannot benefit anything from there. We were just trying to see how we can, because
but the point is,
I
think the question is for those who say, I don't need you to rescue me, I don't need you to help me, leave me alone, they are adults. What do you care about them? Why not leave them?
The point is that they are already, okay, if they arrest them already, they are under immigration custody, and you say you don't care to go back, the immigration will ask you to go back and come back properly.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. If they are under immigration custody, fine. But if they are still in their encampments, then and they say they don't want to go back, it doesn't make sense to force them, right?
Yes.
All right.
For me to add something there, our brother asks why are they not happy that they've been rescued? I've been rescued from a burning funnel to be sent into another burning funnel. Do you expect me to be jumping up and down because I've been rescued from a burning funnel to go and enter another burning funnel? What is the difference between them being in Nigeria and even going back to the southern Cameroon or Latin Cameroon? But their situation back home will still be the same. The only difference is that they will have a family member that they can turn to give them food to eat. But it's not going to change their situation as well as compared to what the situation are living there in Nigeria. That's why there can be no situation that they've been rescued.
Oh, all right. I see Sebastian has just joined. I guess you have been listening. What are you going to add? We're going to be rounding this soon. I think Sebastian, is he frozen? I think he is frozen. Adam, I was going to ask you if people are out there watching and listening who may want to support what you are doing. How can they reach you? If you can read out your number, that would be great.
Okay, my numbers are 674 22
yes
22 03 45. That's my Cameroon number, and it's also my mobile money number. The name is Amadou Ngengogo.
Amadou
Ngengogo.
Yengogo.
AMATU NGENGOUGOR.
All right. Okay. Sebastian, chip in something here before we call it a show. You just joined.
Hi, Comrade Chris. Hi, Adamo. Thanks for the good job you've been doing. Comrade Sama, I see you guys are there. Sorry
Amadu.
for me. Amadu, sorry, Amadu. Amadu, thank you again for doing what you are doing, man. I mean, it's only few people that can understand what you are doing. I understand that some of these people don't want to go back. We may think that it is because something, some spiritual powers has been used on them, but trust me, I was a victim when I traveled to Dubai. When you think of the money you have borrowed from family members, when you think of the things you left behind there, and going back to Cameroon or going back to where you come from with no money is hell. I understand where they are. I mean, they can even be there for 10 years. Don't be surprised. Some people prefer to be there for 10 years than going back to face the struggle back in Cameroon. So, whatever the case, we just have to, like I said in the other show, we just have to look for a way to educate these people. Amadu, if there's a way for us to pass through you to educate people that come to Nigeria, we will be happy. I think, someone said, a caller said, if there's a way for some of them to come and talk to Comrade Priest, to come to the TV here, it is going to be a good thing. Because it is really, really sad. After the show of, I think 2 days ago, Mikey's sister called me and said, it is so bad. The situation is so bad. And people are falling for this scam every day. Even as we speak, people are falling into this scam every day because they want to get a better living. They want to travel out of Cameroon. So people, and their offices, like he said, their offices are in Bafoussam and Douala. Comrade Chris, what we've got to do is, if Amadou can help us get some numbers to those offices so that we can contact them directly, it will help us. Because we need to do everything to help these vulnerable people that are traveling to Nigeria. And I see 500 of them in the same place, it's hell. I remember one of them said the other day that when they were asked, I think it's Amadou that asked, what are you doing? They said they were doing network marketing. And that network marketing is exactly what Amadou was explaining. They lobby you, you go and lobby other family members and tell them, oh, if you bring 2 other family members, you're going to get this amount of money. And that is how the chain keeps on going. And at the end of the day, you don't see anything.
Amadou, any response to that?
Yes, what I will respond to that is that some of these people, they will come. When they will discover that it's 419, these people will not allow them to go back. That is my problem here also. They will know, they will collect their phone and keep them under captivity. If it's maybe you will come and you discover these things is not going, and they will allow you to go back willingly, we will not have any problem with them. But the problem we are having with them is that some people will come, when they discover that the thing is a fake business, they will not allow them to go back. They will seize them, keep them there, force them to must bring another people. So that is the thing I will even try to see who can advise the people. I know some of them are seeing us. If they can be doing fair play, those that want to stay and do their online marketing should stay willingly. Those that don't want to stay, they should allow them to go back. They should not force somebody to do what you don't want to do.
Amadou, sorry, Comrade Chris, I don't want to cross talk, but I want to ask Amadou something. Is there a way for you to lay hands on one of those scammers, their leader, so that we can probably show them an example, so that some of them can probably learn from it?
You mean their picture? Oh, yeah, they will know. They will know.
If you can contact one of them.
They will know. I don't have their direct contacts. They will have, even immigration have given me their, even immigration are aware of the leaders. They have their pictures.
If you get,
most of them are Nigerians and Cameroonians.
If you get, just get us one of those that were victims. If one of the victims can talk to us, they will probably release us a lot of information, and we can start from there.
I think we have. I don't know whether that is even necessary because I don't know whether that is even necessary because we have lots of them calling now, giving us information as to how they were duped, they got rescued, and they are back. As we speak right here, I have like 2 audio messages apart from those who have already called in to testify. even the other day as we did, they were calling in to testify. So I think what we are doing here is such a piece of education that if victims are smart enough, they will learn from this and walk away from it on their own.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's true, because you will meet somebody that is just coming, you will tell him, don't go here, he will not listen to you. They are brainwashing.
The next thing to do is that those offices of the offices that the scammers are operating in Bafusam and Douala per se, the people running those offices should be targeted. If possibly, those offices should be touched. And secondly,
and I think that is part of the work that Amadou can do. Amadou can call Cameroonian authorities and say, hey, these clandestine offices, these cartel network offices are operating in Bafoussam, so and so place in Douala.
No, but I think they have stopped the one in Bafoussam and Douala. They have stopped the one in Bafoussam. We have caught. They have stopped them. Douala and Bafoussam have been stopped and they were arrested. But some of the leaders run away. They did not arrest the leaders.
Were the leaders Cameroonians or foreigners?
They are Cameroonians, sir.
Yeah.
But the leaders in Nigeria are Nigeria, but the assistants are Cameroonians.
Right. So the Cameroonian leaders were recruiting and sending over to Nigeria or what?
No, they started recruiting in Cameroon. They will bring people from Cambe, all Banso, all those other who convince them that they are coming, they have good job with salary. That is how they convince people. Good job with salary. When they hear good job and salary, and they will still convince you that if you work with them for some few months, they are going to send you abroad. When they hear abroad, you are got they are already victims. That is how they manage to capture them.
Comrade Chris, maybe we open a factory in Ambazonia and hire them to go work.
Yeah. You and Sama will do that, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Amadou, thanks for the good job, man. Thanks for the good job. I will get your number from Comrade Chris, and you read your number here. I will get your number, and probably maybe I will see you. I will see you personally in few months, in 2 months or 3 months time.
No problem, sir.
I'm going to end it there, but before we go, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching us from any corner of the globe, I think the initiative that Amadou is carrying out there in Nigeria to rescue these folks who have been picked up by the immigration and have to be repatriated, I think it's an effort that should be supported by every conscientious person. It doesn't cost a lot. Sponsoring a deportee for 80,000 naira. That is 80,000 naira. That is not up to Sebaz. Is that up to $30?
Yes, it's almost 60 euros, which is 70 euros.
80,000 naira should be how many in dollars? Because $1 is about 1,500 naira, 1,500 naira.
It should be like $57. Comrade Chris, it's $57.
Okay.
$57. So it's just less than $60.
I recently sent money to Nigeria. That is 50 euros, and 50 euros was 79,000 naira.
All right. So please, I really like to encourage you out there, if you want to help some of these folks who are stranded in Nigeria and in the custody of Nigerian immigration officers, please reach out to me if you cannot find the contact number of Amadou, which you read here a few minutes ago. Reach out to me, send me a text message, and I will connect you guys together so you can talk with him and provide support for these rescue operations. Amadou, I don't know if you have any last word to say before we call it a night.
Yeah, what I have to say is that I'm still pleading with my Cameroonian brothers and sisters that they should do a door-to-door meeting advise our younger brothers and the elder one that they should stay away from online business. They should stay away from online dates because even they have started another new style. They are using beautiful ladies to date people and convince them to speak up. So just forget about all this online thing. Forget about work in Nigeria, work in South Africa. I would prefer you to stay in Cameroon than to come and suffer the way these people are suffering in that place. Maybe if you are coming to Nigeria for different things, you can come. But not this peanut thing. Not only Nigeria. Nigeria, Benin Republic, Togo, and Ghana. If you hear anything, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, that you are going for work on any of those places, know that you are being scammed. And they are trying to bring a new strategy. But when we have that strategy, we will still come up and give the information because they are changing strategy because they know that everybody knows that peanut is, everybody is knowing about peanut, so they will soon change their strategies. So when we have the new strategy, we will still come online to share, to help our brothers to not fall victim.
All right.
And I will also greet my grandfather, His Royal Highness Wekangapo, the second of Baba One. He's the one that inspired me to do what I'm doing. He said I should help people when I have the means to help.
All right. Thank you very much, Amadou, for joining the show from Nigeria. Please keep me updated with whatever happens. I appreciate your coming on the show today. It's a lot of sacrifice.
Thank you, sir. You are welcome.
All right, Comrade Sama and Sebastian, it was great to have you. If you have any last word, go on, please.
What I will say, Comrade Chris, thank you for having me in this show today to share my little opinion that I have in mind. My plea goes to the parents or family members of our young ones in Nigeria that are trapped into this type of scam. Please, we know you guys have lost a great deal of money, even selling family property to send them there. But when they come back, embrace them with two hands and help them to rehabilitate them into the family and and help them back to start off something back home, not thinking of going out to Nigeria, particularly Nigeria or any part of Africa, to search for greener pastures. It does not exist. Please do not allow your loved ones to go out for such a scheme.
Like Comrade Sama said, please, our brothers and sisters, do not fall a victim to this scam. They are, like he's always said, the neighbor's grass is always greener. Cameroon is better than Nigeria if you want to look at it, because Nigeria, the population is way more than that of Cameroon. So if somebody is telling you to go get a job in Nigeria or Ghana, that person is deceiving you. Stay focused. The little money you have, try to probably educate yourself more and invest it in little business. Go and do farming or something. You're going to be better off rather than going to be scammed. Again, Amadou, we'll keep in touch. Thank you for the job. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're on mute, Comrade Chris. You're on mute.
All right. Thank you guys for participating in the show. You have a great night out there.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of the show tonight. But before I go, I just want to remind all of you Ambazonians out there that SCAUF, SCAUF, that is the Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia Unity Forum, is organizing a fundraiser that is coming up at the weekend. I think that is, at the weekend on Saturday, I believe that would be January 31st. Please, I really want to encourage you to go out, support this initiative. Mike Fusi was supposed to be here to talk about it, but he couldn't connect. I don't know why. But again, that fundraiser is coming up on Saturday, and if you are a staunch Amazonian who wants to see a free and independent Southern Cameroon, please join that fundraiser on Saturday. In the meantime, I also like to remind you, please, if you want to reach out to support the work that Amadou is doing in Nigeria, rescuing Cameroonians, or put it Amazonians from the hands of rooks in Nigeria, send us a message. We will give you his contact number to be able to reach out to him and support as you can. The hypocrisy of the West. The hypocrisy of the West. My new book is doing really, really good. And if you have not gotten a copy, please reach out to Amazon.com. Amazon.com to get your copy. They are flying out of the shelves of Amazon. So again, hypocrisy of the West. Get on Amazon and get your copy. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a night. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I look forward to coming back here on Tuesday. That is next week. So I'm taking some time out for a very, very, very important event in my own life, and you guys will get to find out really soon. But good night, and thank you for tuning in tonight. God bless you all. Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ABS News Talk, coming to you as usual from the great state of Texas, Houston, Texas to be precise. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'd like to welcome all of you from the Federal Republic of Amazonia. Of course, I also like to welcome all of you watching from neighboring La République du Cameroon. And if you are tuning in from Europe, thank you for joining. For those of you in the continental USA, it's a privilege as usual to come to you. Please do me the favor, go ahead, hit that share button and let everybody know. The Anchorman is not just live, he is alive. You can see, this is not AI, this is Chris Anu. I bring you one subject for discussion tonight, and I will be releasing that very, very soon. But for the moment, I'd like you to stay put as I come back to you in less than a minute. Stay put.
ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level.
The West lectures the world about democracy, then it bankrolls dictators. It condemns oppression, then it congratulates stolen elections. In this book, The Hypocrisy of the West, veteran journalist Chris Enu exposes the double standards that define modern global politics. From Africa to the Middle East and beyond, Western powers present themselves as champions of freedom, while quietly propping up tyranny in the name of stability and strategic interest. This book pulls back the curtain. Why dictators are rewarded after rigged elections. How human rights become optional when power is at stake. Why some wars provoke outrage and others silence. How selective justice shapes the global order. Written in a bold, direct, and uncompromising voice, The Hypocrisy of the West is not a theory, it is a reckoning. It challenges official narratives, names uncomfortable truths, and forces readers to confront a world governed by convenience, not principle. You should read this book if you have ever questioned why some dictators are sanctioned while others are celebrated. Get your copy of The Hypocrisy of the West today on Amazon. Read it, question everything, then decide where you stand.
All right, once more, thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I will take you